Hey people, Tuesday, September, is it the 5th? Yes, cheers people. Heavy sigh because it's always something, seems like. In the last couple of weeks I've had several breakdowns. So 2 weeks ago, or whenever it was, we had that huge heat wave here in Omaha. My television stopped working. I mean, literally, it won't turn on. You know, it didn't turn on. I already mentioned this, okay? I had to buy a new TV. Last Friday, my computer just started acting strange. I couldn't type anything, and the mouse and the keyboard were just messed up, so I had to buy a new computer. I wake up this morning and my phone doesn't work. Nothing. It's got a blink like there's a message, but I can't access it. Will it even blink right now? I hit the button on the side where you're supposed to be able to turn it on or off, or nothing. I plugged it into the power cord, nothing. So I guess I'm getting a new phone today. Hopefully this one, even though it's not seemingly accessible, I hope I can extract my phone numbers off of this thing. Anyway, if not, I have to start over. It's always something, isn't it? Along those lines, I looked into the settings on the camera and the computer, and this light is because of the lamp. Basically, there's no adjusting the camera for this. And also I turned the volume all the way up, so I hope it's better. We'll see. So yeah, it's blinking, not like it usually does, but I can't access it. Strange. So let's talk about current events. So yes, I don't know, people, you know, I'm not the town crier, you know. Don't expect me to talk about everyone that dies, like the guy from Smash Mouth. Why would I want to? Do you follow my channel? Have you ever seen me show music like that? Rest in peace, but that's that hack type of music to me. I can say this much. I saw Smash Mouth play. I didn't go to see them. And frankly, the reason why I went at all was with a friend and his son. And the kid wanted to see Smash Mouth. I don't remember who it was on the bill that I thought was any good. I remember Machine Head. That's the only other band I remember besides Smash Mouth, because the kid liked them. Rest in peace, but that music, that's not what I'm into. And since then, we find out that Gary Wright has passed away at 80. Like I said, we're all at, we're not getting any younger, we're getting older. Everyone is going to die. So Gary Wright, I think I've seen him, but he's someone I don't remember. Who I didn't go see him for Dreamweaver, but I might have seen him inconsequentially, you know, at some kind of event, like a state fair or something. Excuse me. But I do have Gary Wright in the no Smash Mouth, no. But I have Spooky Tooth's very first album. Gary Wright is on here on organ. Spooky Tooth were, to me, at the beginning, kind of like Small Faces, English band that was absorbing a lot of soul influences. And since they couldn't really play an authentic soul sound, they created their own. So this first album is pretty good. You know, it's not prog, it's them trying to be soulful rock. Now I didn't pull it, but I have Gary Wright played on George Harrison's All Things Must Pass. George Harrison is my favorite Beatle. And then I would say, of course, for my taste, if you've been watching me, you would think I would have this album. Yes, I do. Ceremony, the album that Spooky Tooth made with the electronics pioneer Pierre Henry. And the cover is fitting because this is a very hard album to listen to. It's a document of an event where they collaborated. Gary Wright is on here, of course. But I don't think I've ever made it through an entire listen. Maybe one side all the way through, but not the whole album. So rest in peace, Gary Wright. And as I say, as reality dictates, we're all headed towards the exit sign. And so whoever's next is next. There's probably folks who have died who I'm not thinking of or haven't heard about. So let's keep moving. I got to mention this because I burned myself a copy of this on CD and played it as I was going to sleep last night, and it was a revelation. The standout track on here is Andalusia Plays. I thought it was Kisses. Kisses is really good. This album is not consistent. There are a couple songs on here where if it had been me and I was working on the idea, I'd have kept going. It's like, geez, this is pretty basic. But the overall ambience and atmosphere that Slowdive works in, I absolutely love. But the song Andalusia Plays, that for me is the standout on this album. Love this. Love it. I am going to talk about RAF some more. I'm going to hold till the end. Some more records that got played, partially because of watching an interview with David Torn. I watched a half-hour interview with him talking about the making of this album and the Everyman Band albums for ECM, and it was very cool to hear the backstory to the making of this album, because it was really rather interesting. You know, he's got these great guys on here, but he originally was trying to get Mick Karn on bass. Boy, wouldn't that have been cool. And Jack DeJohnette was his original choice on drums, and Jack just didn't show any interest. This is a really good album. It's cool, the way the album starts. It sounds like he's playing something like a koto or some sort of Eastern stringed instrument. And he showed in the interview where it's an old acoustic guitar that he had, modified to make it do that with a big bridge and shit. Pretty cool. This is a great album. Cloud About Mercury. Here's an album I've been meaning to for years. It's like I just kept not listening to it. This is really intense. Einsturzende Neubaten, half Mensch, half a man. I knew about the band before this album, but this is the first record I bought by them. Bought it when it came out. And this is really intense and really good. I don't speak German, so whatever he's going on about is beside the point for me. It's the intensity, the jaggedness of the music, the sounds, his voice and the emotion in it. It cuts like a knife. This is really good. I have more of their records, but this has been meaning to play this. Yes, it has the single that came with the first editions of it. It's really good. Had been meaning to pull this and play this. Bloodrock USA, Texas band. I'm pretty sure they're from Texas. I've mentioned that this is one of the first rock concerts big round concerts I'd ever been to when they had the hit DOA. They were very good. Nitzinger on guitar, or is it Lee? I'd have to, yeah. Lee Pickens on lead guitar. Yeah, really good. It's a sad world. I always thought that that bullet, it looks like a penis. And perhaps this cover got pulled. I don't know if it did or not, but that's pretty graphic. And I, again, even as a kid, when I bought it, it's like, that's not a bullet, that's a damn dick head. What's the deal, people? What are you trying to say when you do that stuff? Okay, what is that stuff about? Let's keep going here for a little bit more. Those CDs I said I'd get to, I haven't got to. No apologies. I just, you know. Can you hear that? Why do people do stuff so loud in the inner city? I'm in my house and I hear this radio. Okay, so on to a bit about RAF. Thanks more for the orders. Keep them coming, people. Seriously, get this record, okay? So I want to share this because this is kind of cool. So another local band, historically Omaha, Ritual Device. And if you folks know this band or have heard of them, Ritual Device, Carhenge, that's here in Nebraska. Lead singer of this band was a guy named Tim Moss, who left Omaha and moved to the West Coast. It's a pretty good album. It's kind of I don't know, maybe a little bit like Cows or Saccharine Trust. Anyway, Tim Moss moved out of Omaha, went out to the West Coast and started doing things. Started a band called Men of Porn, and then just changed it to Porn. Years ago, he sent me this album that they made with Mertzbo, the noise merchant. Maybe you could call him a noise pioneer, Mertzbo. And The Devil Makes Three. So Tim Moss, besides cool green vinyl, I went ahead and played this last night. This was kind of a sludge fest, you know. But besides all this stuff, Tim Moss is of note because you've heard of the band Faith No More. Well, he's their manager. Has been for years. He's also good friends with the Melvins. One of the last time the Melvins came through town, I went to see him. You know, I hit him up and said, "Hey, you guys know my friend Tim Moss?" Moss, you know, and Buzz became animated. I guess they're good friends. I'm saying that because I got an order from Tim last night for the RAF album. Thank you, Tim, if you watch my videos. RAF used to do shows with maybe either Digital Sex, my band Digital Sex, or RAF played shows along with Ritual Device back in the day. And I could tell then that Tim, you know, had a larger than life personality and was going to do something with himself. So when he comes through town, you know, I see him, not every time, and he'll come out to shows, which I really appreciate. You know, it's a mutual respect. So that means a lot that he bought one of the few maroons left. There's I'll have to look on the site here. My pile is pretty low over here. I maybe have 8 or 9 of them left. So believe me when I say you better get it while you can. I mean it. I ain't lying. Okay, so I'm headed off to the post office to mail off the orders that we got over the weekend. It was Labor Day yesterday, no mail. After that, I'm going to the phone store. I have to have a phone. This is not working. I can't access it. Strange how just 1, 2, 3. It's like my wallet is saying, help, help. So anyway, that's what's going on today. Family, hello. Good luck with things out there in California. Talk to y'all.